The Birth of Halloween. I'm Jason Horton.
I'm Rebecca Lieb.
And this is Ghost Town.
I much prefer Halloween to St. Patrick's Day, but it's not as timely. Until now. I've found the perfect mix of Halloween and Irish history. Well, it was a suggestion by a certain individual in the Ghost Town government, so I can't take full credit. But it is creepy, and I think you're going to like it. Today, we're talking about the Owen Nagat Cave, the birthplace of Samhain, or as I've been calling it for 30 years, Samhain. God, Irish people, I am so sorry. It all leads up from this cave to what we now call Halloween. Welcome to the Hell Cave. It all starts with Rathcrawin, and again, I'm so sorry. These names are so complicated. The Irish history and language is so beautiful, and I am going to be butchering it throughout the duration of this episode. Apologies. Rathcrawin, I believe, the center of the ancient Irish kingdom of Connaught. Present day, this area is located on the middle western side of Ireland. Rathcrawin has over 240 archaeological sites ranging from burial mounds to forts to creepy standing stones, an Iron Age ritual sanctuary, and a cave called Onagat, the so-called, very chill, gate to hell. More than 2,000 years ago, paganism was the dominant religion in Ireland, and it was here in the middle of Rathcrawin that the Celtic New Year festival of Samhain was born. Okay, I did okay with that sentence, right? In the 1800s, the Samhain tradition was brought by Irish immigrants to the United States, where it morphed from what was a cool, pastoral New Year's Eve into the scream mask-laden candy grab that it is today. Pagan Celts divided each year into summer and winter. Within that framework were 4 festivities. Imbolc on February 1st was a spring festival that celebrated the sheep and the flocks. Then there was Beltane on May 1st, which marked the end of winter and involved customs like washing your face in dew, plucking flowers, dancing around a decorated tree, fun springtime activities. On August 1st, there was Lungnast. Oh my god, I definitely didn't get that right. A harvest festival dedicated to the god Lugh and was a big royal occasion. Then, last but not least, on October 31st was Samhain, where one year ended and a new pagan year began. I love it. I wish I was there. Let's take a break. Rathcrawin wasn't really a city, but a bunch of farms, and in the middle, the official venue for all of these festivals. During Samhain particularly, Rathcrawin was a hive of activity focused on its elevated temple, which was surrounded by burial grounds. On Irish New Year's, people traded, feasted, exchanged gifts, played games, arranged marriages, and announced declarations of war or peace. Festival goers also made ritual offerings to Ireland's rich underworld. The land and lore right underneath the rolling hills has so many wonderful stories and mysteries all their own. This kind of magical, murky, subterranean dimension was called Tir na Nog and was inhabited by Celtic devils, fairies, and leprechauns. During Samhain, some of these evil spirits, fairies, leprechauns would escape. You maybe guessed it, from the Hell Cave. Thankful for the support of these spirits, but wary of falling victim to their anger or charms, the Celts protected themselves from physical harm by lighting ritual fires on hilltops and in fields. Sometimes spirits might want to bring you down into the Hell Cave of Onagat, and the Celts had a solution to that. You disguised yourself as a fellow devil or magical creature. See, it's getting a little bit more modern-day Halloween-y, I suppose. Onagat is also called the Cave of Cats, but we're not really sure why that is. No cats appear in its folklore or myth. It might be labeled that because there was a cave called Connacht, where a cat was consulted by fortune-tellers, but its location was never given in those old texts. So it might be Onagat kind of became a part of that folklore and became the Cave of Cats. That's seen a lot in my research. I love it, of course, and I love all of it, but an interesting side note. And there's also maybe some scientific significance or archaeological to this special place. Some experts say Rathcrawin is Europe's largest unexcavated royal complex. It's never been dug up and predates Ireland's written history. From all of this mystery, it's become quite the tourist attraction, marketed as the, quote, birthplace of Halloween. But if you go, know that there's no Halloween signage at Rathcrawin or in Tulsk, the nearest town. Those travelers who do seek out Rathcrine might have trouble finding Onagat. Hell Caves are pretty elusive. It is said to be the birthplace of Medb, maybe the most famous queen in Irish history 2,000 years ago, but barely signposted, not advertised, hidden beneath trees in a swampy corral at the end of a one-way, dead-end road. Ugh, I love it. Visitors are free to hop a fence, walk through a field, and go inside the narrow entry passage of Onagat. Of course, this behavior would have been hugely risky during Samhain because you would have been swallowed up by devils, almost definitely. But now in present day, without a costume, you might be okay.